Hi, welcome to Varenya's Photon Online Educational Academy for IIT and NEET entrance examinations. This is Guntuka Srinivas. It is a free educational channel meant for 8th class students to the 12th class standard students. In this, the main focus is towards the basic concepts required for the IIT and NEET examinations in the subjects of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. In the previous session, we have seen some numericals about the speed and velocity. Let us learn some more numericals. Let me take up the first numerical. A table clock has its minutes and 4 centimeter long. 4 centimeter long. Find the average velocity of the tip of minutes and between 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Clear? 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. There was the question. Read carefully the question once again. Table clock. It is given is a table clock. It is having a minutes hand. The length of the minutes hand is 4 centimeter. It requires average velocity, and condition is given that when the tip of the minutes hand is in between 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. That was the condition. In that case, it requires the average velocity. Clear? Now, let us solve this question. Observe. Let us say this is a clock. This is the center point. Okay. Now, this is 12. Yeah. This is 12. This is 6. This is 6. Clear? I am dividing this entire thing into the 4 quarters. This is the 4 quarters I am dividing. Okay. Now, what he says, the condition what he has given. He requires average velocity. He requires average velocity when minutes and in between 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. In between the 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. That was the condition. Observe carefully. When it is 6 a.m., let us say when it is 6 a.m., the minute hand will be at 12. Here I am showing. The minute hand will be at 12 when it is 6 a.m. As it is going for the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. All are the minutes. As it goes in the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. That means originally when at 6 a.m., the minute hand is at 12 position. This is minutes hand. Minutes hand. Clear? As, observe carefully, as it moves 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and furthermore, finally, the minutes hand reaches 6:30, complete 180 degrees rotation. Complete 180 degrees rotation. Here I clearly write when 6 a.m. minutes and position is at 12 mark, at 12 mark. Okay. At 6 a.m., minute stand position is at 12 mark. Let us go to the other page. As time passes, at 6:30 a.m., and I'm writing minutes and rotates complete 180 degrees. Rotates complete 180 degrees. Clear? Observe carefully. That is, here I am showing, this is the clock. This is the clock. Okay. So at 12 mark, when it is 6 a.m., minute hand is at this position. At 6:30, automatically minute hand will become at this position. That means there is a complete rotation of 180 degrees rotation. 180 degrees rotation. Now, we need to find out the average velocity. What is average velocity? Total displacement by total time. Initially, minute hand is, let us say, at A. Finally, minute hand is at B. So, what is the total degree of rotation? 180. That means minute hand is completely rotated how much? Diameter. Initial point to the final point, displacement. When it is rotated 180 degrees, displacement is 2r. If length of the minute hand is r, if I take, this is also become r. So r plus r, 2r. 2r is the displacement. Clear? Now I go. So if R is radius of clock, that is taken as length of minutes hand, length of minutes hand, which is equal to 4 centimeter, which is 4 centimeter. Clear? So displacement is how much? Displacement is AB, shortest distance between initial point 12 mark to the 630. By 630 it rotates 180 degrees. AB the displacement 2R. So 2 into 4 centimeter, 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters is the displacement. Clear? Now observe. What is average velocity we want? Average velocity. Average velocity is V bar vector. So total displacement by total time. So what was the total displacement? Total displacement was, just now we calculated initial point to final point, 12 mark to 630. It has rotated completely 180 degrees. That means diameter 2R. 2R is nothing but 8 centimeters. Divided by total time. How many minutes it has rotated? 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is the total time. 30 minutes. I am converting this 30 minutes into the seconds. So 30 minutes into the seconds. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 30 into 60, so many seconds. So 8 centimeter by 1800 seconds. 1800 seconds. Clear? Finally, it becomes average velocity V bar is 4.4 into 10 to the power of -3 centimeter per second on simplification of this. This is the average velocity on simplification. Here, a very simple problem. I have explained in detail. When the minutes hand is at 6 a.m., minutes hand is at 12 mark with the initial point. As 6:30 comes into picture, as time passes 6:30, minutes hand comes to the diametrically opposite side to the B position. That means 30 minutes time moved and exactly opposite to the diametric point it comes. So total displacement is in between initial point A, final point B. That is the diameter of the clock. R is the length of the minutes hand. So 2R is the complete displacement, shortest distance between A and B, initial and final point. Clear? So displacement 2R divided by time 30 minutes. Converting 30 minutes into seconds, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So it becomes the finally on simplification. Clear? Now let us take up the another problem. Let me take up the second problem. That is a bus covers half distance at a speed of v and remaining of at a speed of v1 for one third time, comma, and a speed of v2 per two-third time. Find average speed. Find average speed. That was the question. Observe carefully the question. Bus is covering half distance at a speed of v. Clear? And remaining of at a speed of v1 per one third time, and v2 for the two-third time. He is asking what is the average speed. His interest is what is average. Is it clear? What is average speed? Okay. Now, observe carefully. Let us solve this problem first. Let us say this is the complete distance. Let us say AB. AB is the complete distance. For convenience, I am assuming that 2D is the total distance. So here I clearly write total distance is assumed as 2D for convenient purpose, because of it becomes D. If you assume directly D, it will become some complicated. So hence of becomes D. That's why I'm assuming it as 2D. Clear? Now observe, total distance is assumed as 2D. Now what he said? He says that out of this total distance, half distance I'm making half. C point of this half distance is D. That half distance is traveled with what speed? V speed. Half distance is with V speed. V is the speed of distance. Clear? Half distance is the V speed. And we don't know the time. Here the time is assumed as, let us say T1. Time is assumed as T. Clear? Now I am applying directly the speed formula for this half distance, so that I will get unknown time T. So observe, what is the speed? Speed is equal to, if I apply here, speed is equal to V is equal to distance D by time T1. Clear? So I need the time T1. T1 is equal to D by V. I got the time here. T1 assumed is D by V. I got it. Here, unknown time I got it. Okay. Now, observe, the remaining half distance is D. Clear? Out of this, some portion we don't know. Some portion D1. I am assuming some portion D1. Distance is not given. Some portion D1 is covered with a speed of V1, but time is clearly mentioned. 1/3 of T. 1/3 of time. Let us say I am assuming time is T. 1/3 of T. T is the time. Total time covered is T. So 1/3 of the T. Again, remaining remaining half distance, remaining distance, not half, remaining distance d2. We don't know how much this is. It is covered with a speed of v2, covered with a speed of v2. Again, the time is 2/3 of the total. Clear? Be clear in this concept. First half is covered with a speed of v. Time is unknown. T1 is assumed. I am applying the formula for the first half, speed formula. Speed is equal to d by t1. I got unknown time t1 from the first half. Next, second half distance is d. And in that, he has not given distances. I am assuming some distance d1 is covered out of d, some distance d1 is covered with a speed of v1 and 1/3 of the time, 1/3 t. And remaining distance d2 covered at a speed of v2, 2/3 of the time. T is assumed. T is the total time for coverage and v1 is the speed in the first d1 coverage, 1/3 time. v2 is the speed in the second d2 coverage, d2 distance coverage, 2/3 is the time. Clear? Now, I want the time t in this case. Can I write like this? Total d distance, BC distance, d is equal to d1 plus d2. Clear? So here I am writing BC distance is equal to d. So d1 plus d2. d1 plus d2. Now d is equal to, what is d1? I am applying the speed formula for the d1 distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed over there? v1 was the speed. And what is the time? 1/3 of the time. So t by 3 is the time. T by 3 is the time. Plus, again, d2 distance, speed into time. v2 is the speed. 2/3 of the time. Clear? So d. So t is the common. T is the common. T by 3 I can say. T by 3 is the common. So v1 plus 2v2. Okay. What is the t here? T is equal to, on simplification, t on simplification, cross multiplication, 3d by v1 plus 2v2. 3d plus v1 plus 2. The time, that is the total time taken for the coverage of remaining of d1 plus d2. Clear? Now I'm applying the formula that it requires average speed that is equal to v, which is equal to total distance covered by the total time. V is the total distance. How much we assume? 2d. Total time is what? In the first half t1, the second half t dash. Clear? First half t1, second half t. Now v is equal to 2d. What was the t1? We got t1 time in the first half v by d. t1 time is v by d. Is it? It is, I think, d by v. d by v. Distance by velocity is time, d by v. Clear? And in the second half t, how much we got? 3d by v1 plus 2v2. 3d by v1 plus 2v2. Clear? Now, in the denominator, what is common? D is common. Take out the D. Out. If you take out the D out, clear? Then it becomes V is equal to D. D is common. So 1 by V plus 3 by 3 by V1 plus 2 V2. Just D goes out. D goes out. So on simplification, 2 by, if I take LCM, this becomes V1 plus 2 V2 plus 3V divided by V into V1 plus 2 V2. V2. If the denominator goes up, then it becomes 2V, V1 plus 2V2. Yeah. It becomes, as it is, 2V into V1 plus 2V2 by V1 plus 2V2 plus 3V. This is average speed. V average. Of the clarity, V average. Okay, this is the formula. Observe, all the data is in the variables. Hence, it is somewhat difficult to simplify. Clear? When the data is given in terms of V1, V2, V3, T1, T, simplification is somewhat difficult. Clear? Hence, you have to be very careful. But if directly numericals are given, you can attempt easily the question. Clear? Hope you have understood the numericals. If you have not understood, go through once again the video. Watch once more. You will get a good clarity. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.